Bonsoir, mon cher. Enchanté. C'est jeudi à soir. It's Thirsty Thursday. We're here. We're back for our weekly romance oracle reading in the middle of the forest on my log, my fallen tree. And I went ahead and shuffled the cards and pulled them because I was going to be holding my phone. So forgive me if it's a wobbly and it's giving you like motion sickness. Pardon. Yeah, it's been a fun day. I've had a couple of days off in a row. I am trying to just get like those projects done that have been like falling under the radar for October. It just, everything happens so fast and furious, and November hasn't really proven to slow down any. So there's like lots of deer around and also people that come and go. But yeah, so now I'm just trying to play catch up gradually, but also rest and also renew. This whole year has been all about like recalibrating and recentering and just trying to let my soul take the lead by like shifting me in the direction of doing what nurtures me, like on a deep level, and what brings me, adds to my joy in like consistent, sustainable ways. And so I don't know, I've like, part of that has been like my forest walking. It's been like a practice. It's something I kind of do like even in like inclement weather sometimes, just because it's like pushing myself to get out and do it and experiencing nature on nature's terms in different circumstances. But yeah, so we're here and we're pulling cards, and my intention was set to just tune into what we need to know for our romantic lives, for our love lives, to enhance our, comings and goings in all our relationships for the highest good, even the not romantic ones, but certainly the romantic ones. And I think that starts with the relationship with ourselves. So what do we need to know for our highest good to, embody more potential in our love lives and to heal our relationships? And so the first card that came up was let go of control issues. Let this situation unfold naturally. And that is exactly the assignment of the rest of the year. And it's already what we've been talking about anyway. It's just like surrender. We've done so much work on ourselves, and we've done so much work on our lives. And, it's like we need to give equal with the Creator. We need to show up for our half. But like showing up overly too much. Did y'all see the jogger? Did she go through the frame? That was fun. If you keep pushing too hard, it almost denotes lack, because you're also like micromanaging the universe and like forcing your will and like specific expectations instead of like doing your best and then surrendering and not overdoing it, because you need to rest and renew as well. And, sitting back and receiving and allowing is equally as important as taking those divinely inspired actions, because it's in that stillness and in those times of allowing that we learn how to receive the inspired, the divine inspiration that tells us what actions to take, right? So it's a balance. We're always looking to cultivate balance rather than polarization and extremes. So let go of control issues. Allow whatever it is in your life and all its kingdoms to just unfold naturally. Trust the rhythm that you're falling into. Build your structures based on what's sustainable for you day in and day out. Because it's consistency, like small consistencies over time, I think that return the most value in the end. So letting go of control, surrendering is like, you show up the best you can and keep pushing yourself through your comfort zones and through, where you've set the bar for yourself. And then allow the universe to kind of do the rest. And so let go of specifics on like exactly how and what and when and sort of just like leave yourself open to the magic of what can unfold that's even beyond what you've imagined for yourself, right? It might exceed even your expectations. So reach high, dream big, keep going, but also allow yourself to rest and just sort of like renew and enjoy and celebrate. That's what the end of the year is really all about. We're going into all the holiday seasons, and it's all these like, unlike the end of the summer high holidays that are a lot of work and a lot of like, restriction, the end of the year celebrations are all about the feast and enjoying and celebrating and stuff. So start relaxing, start resting, get into that mode, but maintain the structures that you've set out. And then if you can, over the next few weeks, maybe do a detox, because we're getting into holiday season and we're getting into indulgences again. So we want to have balance there too. It's like you don't want to deprive yourself of like the joys and the indulgences, but you don't want to overdo it either. So yeah, don't overthink things. Follow your instincts, right? Trust that timing. Trust those impulses. Trust when things in the day might slow you down, or things might shift and turn and fall through, right? It might like lead you to go right instead of left, and it might take you into a situation that you didn't expect. The next card was, I feel like the next one that came up in that order was religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So it may be that you are seeing that you're like really excited that you're finding out slowly but surely that maybe you and someone see more eye to eye than you might have initially expected. Or maybe there are concerns with someone about incompatibility with religious factors. Sounded like someone was walking up. I was just making sure they weren't going to murder me. I think it's acorns. So religious factors might be influencing your love life. You're also probably processing all of the values that you were given when you were growing up and weighing that against the values that you've grown for yourself as an adult. Like, are those still in alignment? Do they match? What are yours and what was projected onto you? What's not really yours? So allowing yourself to reflect on what kind of spiritual path maybe that you would like to share with a partner, the differences that you'll allow and that you can tolerate, and like the deal breakers that are like, oh, I can't really entertain that kind of thing. For me, it's a big deal that someone is willing to trust their intuition and act on faith, because that's kind of how I live. And so I need them to trust that, So yeah, consider religious factors for you, and also consider that maybe keep an open mind to give a chance to find out more, before you make any assumptions, and to question all of your assumptions that were given to you growing up. Are they true? Do they have to be? Can you create your own thing? Yeah, all of those things are worth exploring, because I think that we have to decide, each of us for our own, what's true for us and what we truly desire and what's reflecting that, right? In a partner as well. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So maybe, share what's going on with your friends, your closest friends that might have the best advice that you usually go to, that you trust your intimate life details with, and maybe they will support you in that. Either way, I think it's good to spend quality fun time with friends. I think it's very renewing. I think it keeps you joyful. I think it keeps you spicy. It gives a lot of variety to your life, but also you are supportive to one another. You're a community. You're there for each other when you need each other, and you also build each other up, and keep each other, built up, and you remind each other that you're, you say that you're proud of each other, because maybe other people aren't telling that friend that they're proud of you, so you keep your support net, core core crew around you, and you keep those relationships healthy and nurtured, because those are that's your gang, that's your coven, that's your tribe. And they're there to support you, and you're there to support them, and they're there to cheer you on, and they're there to be invested in your storyline and to give you perspective. You know, you don't have to let your friends tell you what to do, but they might give you insight, you know, because they see you from all angles. You know, especially when your guard's down. And then our final card, you deserve love. You are lovable. So I think tying back into all of those control issues, it's probably just stemming from those deepest subconscious fears that we're inadequate, that we're unlovable, that we're, you know, that it's all doomed. The rug is going to get ripped out any minute, you know. And so the invitation as we were moving out of eclipse season and out of Scorpio season was just to face those those shadow aspects and be willing to transcend them and let go of them and look beyond them and to correct and heal them, honestly. And the essential, like, simple, like, maximum strength relief is just to know that you are lovable. You deserve love. And you know, growing up, you might have been made to feel like your needs didn't matter, or that you weren't like a significant, you know, person in the family, or, you know, you might have felt like you weren't seen or heard or understood or whatever. But and that kind of sends you the subconscious signal that it's like, oh, well, I don't matter, I'm not lovable, you know, whatever. But it's not true. It's like you are lovable, and part of everyone's journey in life is just to be able to own that for themselves and not give anybody else the power to tell them that they are lovable or not lovable. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, I enjoy that you love me, but like, I don't need that, you know, or it's nice that you approve or are proud of me, but I don't need that, you know, because if you don't approve of me, or you disapprove of me, or you hate my guts, like, that really doesn't matter to me either, you know? So it's like, you just have to stay emotionally sober, right? Be able to have the vast array of emotions, but like, don't let them control you. Know that they're temporal, they're passing. So just, you know, build those sustaining virtues underneath like the choppy waves of emotions, and know that you deserve love, and put that in your foundation and smoke it. I am gonna put something in my pipe and smoke it while there's nobody around, and I'm gonna wrap this up, and then I'm gonna continue on my journey, and I'm gonna do some writing and some journaling and some ritualing, and then later I'm gonna enjoy a nice bath, and I can't wait. And then, last night I made the steak, and I have another half to make today. I'm gonna make it bloodier because it wasn't bloody enough last night, and the mushrooms turned out really good, so I'm gonna do that again. So it's already prepped and everything. So almost no work to do. Yay! All right. Ciao.